Yo guys, what is going on? Pokemon Master 556 here, and I have a ridiculous video. This is probably the most money I've ever spent in one purchase. In fact, it actually is the most money I've ever spent in one purchase. But anyways, I'm pretty happy about it thus far, just looking over. As you can see here, we got a fat stack of what looks like PSA cases, but they're not PSA cases. If I get right to it, I could show you what this is. So I wound up finding this set on eBay, and it was an entire first edition base set, all put into screw down cases. Freaking ridiculous. A lot of the cards are really nice looking, as you can tell. Some of them look like maybe like PSA 8s for non-hollows, just like a couple of them, but comparing this set that I bought compared to the last one that I wound up buying that you guys saw, my Charizard came back a 6.5 from that set. Just in comparison to the two, this set is just way better than that first one that I had purchased. Like this card right here, Doug Trio, looks like a pretty darn solid card. Unfortunately, not very many of the non-hollows look like they'll score 10s. Or at least there's only like a couple of them that might get 10s that I actually need. I do have another mint set so far. It's a bunch of commons and uncommons, and there's a few rares. It's more like a near mint to mint set. A lot of them would grade like 8s and 9s and stuff like that. It's in a binder. So with these cards here, I might be thinking of building a non-hollow set for a binder. Obviously, I'm not going to keep them. I keep running into items that I need to purchase, or want to purchase, whatever you want to say, however you want to look at it. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff right now that keeps on getting put up. My PSA membership is expired, and I'm so tempted. I think that it'll actually be worth it if I just go ahead and renew the damn thing. As much as I hate to say it, I got this beautiful base set here that just is begging to be encapsulated. As you guys might know, I'm only missing, I think, 7 non-hollows in PSA 10 for this set, and this is one of the cards. Unfortunately, this one is off-centered top to bottom. As you guys might know, the uncommons, for some strange reason, have horrible centering. But anyways, yeah guys, just tons of great looking cards, and I'm very pleased with this purchase. I'm not going to sit there and show you all of them, but I probably will be likely to take them all out of the screw down cases and probably just put a big lot of them up on for sale or something. I don't know exactly the best way for something like that to sell is, but yeah, I don't need all these screw down cases. And besides that, I have like a whole entire medium flat rate box that is full of top loaders. And let me close the blinds up. It's probably not going to help much getting a reflection. Right. That's good. It's a little better. But yeah, anyways, so that was part of the base set that I bought. So I'm pretty happy about that. It came with a red cheeks Pikachu, not a yellow cheeks. Sadly, it didn't come with both, but we can't always win, now can we? But I'm still not complaining. The set's complete. Look at that. This guy was telling me everything he pulled, he handled himself. Everything was straight out of packs by him. He said that all the hollows are clean. I'm not entirely sure they are. I haven't looked over them 100% just yet. But judging by the backs of the cards, like this card right here, I am praying for a PSA 10. Like, move my thumb here. Look at these cards. Like, this Alakazam, I would kill for in a 10. I have one on the way back from PSA that is not a 10. But, I'm happy to have it in my collection, especially this card. So yeah, these will definitely be getting sent to PSA. soon. I don't know how I'm gonna send them. I might just send all of the holos all at once or something. I don't know. Like, look how beautiful this card is. Like, mine, I own an 8 right now, and it's got nice little scratches going on in it. Nothing nice about scratches. You might see some scratches on here, but that's on the those are on the case. That is not on the card. So what these cases are used for is to help prevent the cards from being scratched. And now looking over this Blastoise, it is just, I didn't even realize until just now looking a little better in the light, but this is like a 10-worthy Blastoise. Like, it's got good centering. I don't know, it doesn't look like it's got any scratches on the foil. I hope it doesn't. Hope those are all just on the case. But regardless, I mean, this is a $500+ card in a PSA 9 grade, 2,000 and a 10. And these cards are just going up in value, and I am just so ecstatic to have these. Chansey, I need to upgrade from an 8 as well. Like I've said before, I'm happy having a PSA 9 set of holos, but I'm gonna try my damnedest to get a 10 set, whatever it takes. It might happen within the next 5 years, it might happen in the next year, who knows. So yeah, a couple of these cards just a little bit off center, which sucks, but as we all know, the base set is wretched with the centering, always. For some reason, it seems like the only cards they really got it right with was the commons. A lot of the time, the centering on the common cards is really good. So the only thing of edge wear on this card is like literally right there, that spot of white. So that'll be super sick to get this Gyarados to come back in a 9 or maybe even a 10. You never know. I have had cards that look a lot worse than that. So these cards are just gorgeous. For some reason, I swear when he showed me the pictures of these cards, they looked worse in the pictures. Kind of hard to explain. Like, if you were to look at like the left-hand side of a holographic or just like any common card from the base set, a lot of the time they have like white chips on the side, but they don't really ever dock the card because it's actually just like the way that a card was cut. But for some reason, looking these over, maybe it's just the case, maybe he was holding the camera at a certain angle, but I had noticed them and I was still okay with buying them just because I know that it's very common with the base set. Your cards don't get docked down to like 8s for the problem. But yeah, I mean, just look at that. That's a Hitmonchan, you guys. Like, this is such a hard card to score in a 10. I've seen someone, I think they normally sell for like $800 if you are unlucky, because they're one of the lower pop cards, like Chansey. Just, above all, just a beast, hard to get. So we got Machamp here. There's a lot of scuffing on this case. This is probably like, this one should be a 9 as well. I know that this is just simply taken from out of a trainer deck. I think trainer decks, is that right? First edition Shadowless trainer decks. I never even got any first edition cards as a kid, and I've not opened, I think I had like 4 or 5 of those sealed Machamp decks, but they were all unlimited. Magneton, of course, has to look real nice, and top to bottom centering. I think the only thing wrong with this one was, might be able to see it if I hold just that white speck right there, that's it. Other than that, I mean, just like, this is amazing. It's like sometimes when I look over cards, the first time I judge them so harshly, I think that they're like all just 9s, even when they look like 10s. This Mewtwo looks fantastic as well. The centering's a little better left to right than my last one that got a 9. And the back of it looks even better than the last one too. So I guess time will only tell when I remove these from their cases and then actually look at the holos, which will be probably later today, honestly. I took the day off of work not to just get this package. I had to have some work done on my work truck. But yeah, so lucky me, I get to take the day off and not make any money so I could do what I love, which is Pokemon cards. Best hobby in the world. I'm hoping that this doesn't come back in 8. The centering top to bottom's kind of harsh. I have seen cards like this still come back 10s before, believe it or not. Only like one card that I ever had came back a 10 from that set, or from a set that had centering like that. Polyrath, once again, same thing, top to bottom centering, which really sucks. I hope I could at least get an 8 or a 9, because my other one came back with the worst centering ever, and it came back a 7, so I sent it back in for regrading, and I'm hoping it does better. It should come back a 9 OC, but I don't know what PSA thinks when they grade cards. They're weird. It's got the Raichu. This is the one that is pretty sad to look at. I already knew it looked like this, but I've seen others pull Raichus and they look like this on the back. But we're gonna go ahead and try to grade it anyway. As you can see, like up here on the corners, spots of whiting like that. Just overall, just kind of sucks. But I mean, because the card really is mint, and you could tell it's a very nice looking card. And that was my dryer going off. Then we got this gorgeous card right here. Venusaur. Sold this card a year ago to someone in a PSA 10 for $500. And I regret it. Seeing as though the card is worth double to triple the value as of now, which is insane. But if we look here at the back of this card, we know that I have a shot at a PSA 10 Venusaur. Which makes me very, very excited. I can't believe I actually have this in my possession. Any of these cards. Just like, once again, I was so upset. This is like a redemption from the first set that I bought. Though I did get some good grades back from that set, and some bad ones. I even graded the holos that had a crease in them, like Zapdos here. Looked like poop, but I went ahead and graded it anyway, just because it is a base set card and it's first edition, and, well, I don't want it to get any further damaged if it gets sold to anybody, because as I will be upgrading it. So Zapdos, and I think this one had like some minor edge wear here on the side, but that was about it. Just like a couple white dots over here. There's a couple up here as well, a little hard to see, but yeah, just flipping amazing. Like, this is a great purchase. Really hoping that when I look over the fronts that guy was accurate in his description about not having scratches in the hollows, because that'll just make my day. So anyways, putting that aside, I'll just show a few cards that I purchased over the last couple weeks as well. So we picked up this EX Fire Red Leaf Green Victory Bell Holo in a 10. I bought this for pretty cheap. I think it was like 24 bucks. Not too bad of a price. Probably about the most I'd be willing to pay for it. I got this from the same guy I got my Suicune from Neo Revelations from. So thanks again, bro. It's off the UPCCC forum, which is the Pokemon collecting forum. So pretty awesome. Sedsteins, I think is his name. Or I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, pretty cool guy. Then just a couple more goodies. I bought this off of, I believe his name is Ed. Yes, Ed. You guys all know Ed. eBirdman from eBay. So yeah, I bought a double colorless energy so that completes my energy set, which is sweet. Then we got the Dratini Gem Mint 10 as well. I did not pay a small amount of money for this card. For uncommon, like, I could have bought a booster pack for this card's cost, which is stupid. But it happens, unfortunately, because the population on that card is stupid low, unfortunately. Then we got a Pokemon Trader. So with this, I am sitting 7 non-holos away from a PSA 10 set and 15 holos away from a PSA 10 holo set. And yeah, you know, all 10s of course, so it's just like not easy. This case that I got did, when it came in, it's got some scuffs on the front of it, so I might re-encapsulate it, but I was actually looking it over, and tell me, guys, your opinion on this. Should I get it re-encapsulated or should I send it in for a regrade? I'm not going to crack it out of its case, though. If I regrade it, I just want to send it in for a review. Because I figure, what's the harm? So we got a Charizard Mint 9 first edition base set. So yeah, this came with the complete set that I bought. So that's how I knew that the guy that was selling the set was a legit mint set. And I, took a day or two to look over all the pictures and made this purchase. He said he had another guy with an offer the same amount that I was willing to pay him, and he had to wait till the end of the week. So whoever you are, I'm sorry you missed out. Because I bought your set, buddy, and I'm very, very pleased with it. So with that being said, I'm thinking about regrading this. There is some scuffing on the case, as you could kind of see there. That's not on the card, thank God. Probably would have came back an 8. But yeah, I'm going to have to look it over a little better. But I think that the centering is still worthy, 10 worthy. As you guys could see again, just again looking at the back, I mean, I think the only thing I saw that was wrong with this card at all, see if I could just move it close and hit zoom. See that little speck of white right there? You can't even count that on a card. Like, that's nothing. And then like this baby spot, literally, and then moving up, I don't consider this edge wear either. You could kind of see that, just the whiting at the top right. I judge my cards extremely harshly most of the time. The back of this is definitely, in my opinion, 9-10 worthy, easily. So I might luck out. I might send this back in for a regrade, maybe like 4 or 5 times, who knows? As long as the holo is good. I don't see silvering on it. Sorry I'm blabbing about it, but this is like a really exciting to be holding this, to have it in my collection, especially if I could regrade it a 10, would just be insane. That would be a dream come true. That would make the whole purchase already, and then some. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Definitely click the crap out of that like button for this card right here, Charizard. Peace, guys.